Guide a life and find your why in 52 teams of 8 antique rival wisdoms that have encouraged, educated, and entertained generations for centuries to help make humanity great at stop2think.com. Team quote 17.2. Friendship that can cease is never real. Saint Jerome 347 AD 420 AD. This profound observation from Saint Jerome cuts to the heart of what defines true friendship. He's suggesting that authentic friendship has a permanent, unchanging quality that transcends circumstances and time. If a relationship can be easily broken, it wasn't true friendship to begin with. What I find particularly interesting is how this view contrasts with our modern tendency to use the term friend quite casually. Jerome is setting a much higher standard, suggesting that real friendship contains something eternal and unbreakable at its core. The insight seems especially relevant to how Jerome himself lived. As a Christian ascetic and scholar, who spent years in solitude translating the Bible, he understood that genuine friendships could survive physical separation and time. His own correspondence with friends and disciples demonstrated how true spiritual and intellectual bonds transcended distance and circumstances. This perspective raises fascinating questions about the nature of friendship itself. If authentic friendship cannot cease, does that mean the many relationships that do fade away were something else? Perhaps just temporary associations or convenient acquaintanceships. It challenges us to examine our own relationships and what makes them endure or dissolve. There's also an interesting parallel here to how many cultures distinguish between different levels of friendship, recognizing that the deepest bonds have a fundamentally different character from more casual relationships. Jerome seems to be speaking about friendship in its highest, most profound form.
Help raise school test scores and confidence with free easy extra advantage math, spelling and reading workbooks you can download for free at stop2think.com or buy at educationstopshate.com. Free easy math wisdom workbooks with octa repetition to grow math self-confidence. You'll get plenty of repetitive practice of age ranges and averages of our 52 teams of 8 quote authors. Free easy alpha cipher-coded puzzles teach letters, numbers, and phrases using antique wisdoms that encourage and educate. Can you decode this cipher quote of encouragement using either our Learning to Spell or just for fun instructions? And since time is money, practice reading faster with 52 teams of antique rival wisdoms that have passed the test of time to encourage, educate, and entertain generations for centuries. We offer printed versions and timed videos with background music. Sign up for free weekly emails of 52 teams of antique rival wisdom workbooks with easy math, spelling, and reading practice. And if you'd like to get paid for sharing our wearable wisdoms, keep this in mind. Everyone I know wears a shirt, and most of us change them daily, so change your shirt and change the world. Social equalities are blatantly subliminal antique positive wisdoms repetitively shared without saying a word. This applies to all our wearable shareable wisdoms. Like pretty witty baby onesies and pretty witty kids. Youthful truths let your kids gain confidence sharing antique wisdoms with their friends. Imagine them sharing words of wisdom with classmates and teachers. I think therefore I think tees I wear is a super easy way to share words of wisdom that have passed the test of time. With wearable wisdoms to fit babies, kids, and adults. You can clothe a whole family, city, or state. So do the future a favor by encouraging, educating, and entertaining with words of wisdom that have passed the test of time to make us all wiser and kinder. Join the 52 of 8 today.